Hello there YouTube, Tiddlywinksist here, and I just did a recent video saying since the Connecticut shootings, there was a county in Texas that had made a plan to allow teachers to conceal carry after not only getting their permit, but they would take specific training courses and learn how to work together to fight a violent attacker. Well, Texas is now not the only place that is starting to do that. Since the NRA said something, I found this article on LA Times. Let me get to it here. It says legislation has been proposed to allow teachers or other school workers to carry firearms in schools in at least 7 states: Missouri, Oklahoma, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, and Virginia. I want a last line of defense, says Jason Villalba. Yeah, that name. A Republican and newly elected Texas state representative who plans to introduce the Protection of Texas Children Act to allow schools to designate staff members as armed marshals, provided they undergo special training, like I said. Some lawmakers have gone further, proposing that any teacher with a permit to carry concealed weapons will be allowed to bring it to school. And then going down a little bit, it says, this is a quote, "It is incredibly irresponsible to leave our kids undefended, to allow madmen to kill dozens of innocents when we have a very simple solution available to us to prevent it," said Oklahoma State Representative Mark McCall, a Republican who plans to sponsor legislation to allow teachers and principals to carry a firearm in schools after they undergo training. See, this is the thing that's going on: training. The NRA even said they want trained volunteers. They're going to provide training for volunteers, ex-military, police officers, CCW holders. They're going to offer security training for free to people who want to volunteer to defend their schools. It says here, several states have pushed for stiffer regulations. In California, lawmakers have proposed strengthening already tough state gun laws as if they couldn't get any worse. Oh my God, poor California. Now they're pushing to require a permit and background checks for bullets, to buy bullets. Michigan Governor Nick Schneider, a Republican, vetoed a bill last week that would have allowed gun owners with concealed weapons permits to carry their firearms in schools and other public places. So it sounds like their legislative branch had tried to push that through. Didn't work. He objected that it didn't let institutions opt out and prohibit weapons in their grounds, which I guess that should have been written in there. Support for gun control measures is much higher in Democratic strongholds in the Northeast and West than in Republican bastions of the Midwest and South, according to polls. But sometimes the divisions are much closer. Governor Martin O'Malley of Maryland, a Democrat, complains about too many guns and plans to seek gun control legislation. In neighboring Virginia, Governor Robert McDowell, a Republican, said the idea of arming school personnel was worth a discussion. So that's right next door. If people were armed, not just police officers, but other school officials who were trained and chose to have a weapon, certainly there would have been an opportunity to stop aggressors coming into the school, McDowell told WTOP radio in Washington. The idea of arming teachers or administrators has drawn plenty of criticism, though. I have not heard from a single teacher or administrator who said that they want to go to school armed with a gun, said Meg Gruber, president of Virginia Education Association. Why in the world would you even think of doing this? Said Dennis Rokel, president of the National Education Association. He said Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newton did everything right, but you can't stop someone with an automatic assault rifle from shooting out a window. Here we go, more of that gun control Nazi crap. Automatic assault rifle. See, this is what they're going to get people with, and if they do get people on their side for this assault weapons ban, it's going to be because we don't want automatic weapons that we don't have out there. Well, we got a few, very few, and they're saying that just all these automatic weapons are going to come through. I think there has been one case of an NFA automatic weapon, the one with a tax stamp behind it, ever being used in a crime. One. And there are tens of thousands of them out there. But anyway, guys, I just thought I would point this article out to you that there are more states pushing for less strict and more strict gun control. I personally think it is a state issue because in the 10th Amendment it says anything that is not already declared in the United States Constitution shall be done by the state. Laws shall not be made by the federal government on anything that is not already in the Constitution. If you do not know the 10th Amendment, go ahead and read it and tell your friends about it, and remind your legislators and your governor that states do have a right to make their own laws and make their own decisions. We also have a right to do anything we want as a state as long as it follows by the federal United States Constitution. Little lesson for you there. There is quite a few organizations that push for the 10th Amendment. If you don't know it, definitely look it up. Links in the description to this article. It's on the LA Times. And don't forget the thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.